got through it. We did everything we needed to do this week, and now we can just party.
Yay!
Party. Are you excited about this prom stream that we're doing later?
Here's the thing. Am I excited about the prom stream, you ask?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Because it's
cancel prom.
Joey Noelle planned it.
Yeah.
And she's all like, we're going to play Monster Prom. I was like, what about Friday the 13th? They got a new update, all this cool shit. And she's like, I'm not in the office when you said that. You've never asked me about it. Yeah. So whatever. Then here's what happened this morning, which gave me the ray of sunshine, telling you why you have to watch this prom party stream this afternoon. Andrea Renee texts.
Yeah.
She's like, do you mind if I crash the prom stream?
No.
Before I can even respond, she follows up, also, it's National Wine Day. So everybody's getting wine drunk this afternoon, playing Monster Prom, hanging out here. Now we got a show.
How long?
We got a show.
How long do you think we'll play Monster Prom before you go, screw it, I want to play Friday the 13th with
Well, here's the big challenge, and this isn't an insult to Cool Greg.
Yeah.
Kevin's not here today.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're doing a stream, period.
Yeah.
Especially a PC stream.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm surprised that part of the equation works. I don't think we have the ability to switch to a PlayStation 4 and not have everything split.
What if I threw this at you? What if we just, instead of playing Monster Prom, we just watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Totally.
And just got drunk on wine and ordered more pizza.
What's wrong with this?
How does that sound?
I love this. I love this idea.
I don't even think we need to play a game, personally. I think we should just talk to people and get drunk on wine and pretend like this.
No, I'm just going to do this because we don't need anybody else for this. All right, this is you and me talking now.
Oh,
now what?
He's shut you off, ladies and
gentlemen. Now what's happened? I'm turning off the autopilot.
Yeah.
We're the pilots now.
Yeah.
Look at me. Huh? I'm the captain now.
Am I co-captain?
Where are you coming down? There was a subreddit thread. As you know, I get all my information now about the Kind of Funny community from the subreddit.
Yeah, and I get it from you.
Exactly.
So and you get it from the subreddit.
Did you put that thing in the document today from the guy who was yelling at you yesterday? That on the ride home you said to Slack me the thing, and I'm like, you'll never see this Slack. It was a waste of my time.
I totally
doesn't matter.
Did you Slack me?
Erroneous, of course I did. This is erroneous right now. It's erroneous right now.
Okay.
On the subreddit, a kid asked, are you guys gonna do a live reaction stream to UFC 2 million whatever the fuck? Because CM Punk's fighting again.
CM Punk's fighting again?
Apparently. I thought I came to you hoping you'd know this information.
No, I was not. I've been a little out of the loop. I haven't been able to watch any of the UFC.
You've been
lately.
busy. We'll be able to talk about that one day.
It's a little crazy. I mean, the last fight was pretty big. It was Nunes versus Paddington, and there was some controversy there. CM Punk, I mean, I honestly think it's going to go pretty close to how it went before. I don't know who he's fighting, though. Well, who's CM Punk?
I'm on it. You keep doing your thing. You keep running the show here. I'm back to the subreddit.
Is that happening this Saturday?
FCM. I don't think
it's this Saturday, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm down to watch it and do a react for it if you want to do that.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. I was just wondering if you were all right. I thought I was going to say this. You're going to be like, oh yeah, there's this. All right, so would you do, this is from over on the subreddit.
Right.
Sweet Candy Andy put this in here.
That's not really.
Said, Greg, would you please consider doing a live event on UFC 225? CM Punk will be fighting again. CM Punk again, okay. Oh, he's giving me reasons why it's a good idea. Number one, you get to see CM Punk fight again and likely get beat up.
Yeah.
There you go.
100% he's going to get beat up.
Greg?
Yeah.
If we're claiming you for stuff, man, there's a Money in the Bank watch along we can get you on. That'd be great.
When's that?
That's this month, too.
When is it? Like, what are we here?
June 15th-ish, I'd say.
Okay, June 9th. Oh, interesting. So so 225, CM Punk is on Saturday, June 9th.
Yeah.
Now, normally we'd be like, well, fuck, we got things to do. We got a life to lead.
But we'll be here.
That's E3.
Saturday, yeah.
That's E3. We're already doing
anyway.
EA's shit in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the problem is, do we want to stream again that evening and then wake up and come in and do it all in the morning? Probably. What do we care? You're not going to be here. You got nothing to say about.
I'm coming. I mean, I would come on Saturday if instead of watching E3 stuff, we'd watch UFC. That would definitely get me to the studio.
Well, apparently we're going to do that. Yeah, that's possible.
I would love this.
Let me see who he's fighting. Let me get more information for you on
CM give me the card. The only caveat is we'd have to physically figure out how to get the fight, and I think we can do that via UFC Fight Pass. But we probably have to sign up for that. But I'm down to sign up for it.
It's CM Punk versus Jackson. Hold on, I'm clicking on it.
What's Jackson?
Mike Jackson.
No idea who that is.
The Truth, they call him.
Oh, I've seen him fight.
They're both losers. They've neither of them have ever won.
Who's the big fight though?
The big fight is Whitaker versus Romero, apparently. Robert Whitaker, the Reaper versus Yoel Romero.
Yoel Romero,
Soldier of God.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's a monster.
Now that's a name.
Yeah.
That is a fucking name, Cool Greg.
He's got the best voice too.
Really?
Yeah, he's super. If he's the one I'm thinking of, he's super Brazilian.
Now, what's also interesting on this fight card is it's Holm versus Anderson. Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson has no image.
Yeah,
no one knows what she's.
They call her the Spectre.
She changes her appearance every time. Oh, Holly Holm is the preacher's daughter.
Yeah,
they got some good fucking names.
Holly Holm is a great fighter.
I think I saw her.
Champion, actually.
She beat Ronda Rousey,
She
right?
did.
Or did I see Ronda Rousey beat her?
She did beat Ronda Rousey. She beat Ronda Rousey, and then she got beat for the title by Miesha Tate, and then Miesha Tate lost it to Amanda Nunes, and Amanda Nunes has been devastating people since.
Now I'm looking at the chat here.
If I'm not
JPL 1017 says, "Hey champ, what time's the prom stream gonna last till?"
Right now it's scheduled to go from 2 to 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna go a little
We'll hit
longer or
5.
shorter than that, but
We'll
I
hit
think 3
5.
hours. Just
Yeah.
I mean, spoilers. It's gonna be what we always do. Screw around.
We have a few
It's gonna be
announcements
fun.
to make for prom, I hear.
Couple.
Yeah.
Couple. That's gonna be good. We're announcing some of the community events that we're doing that whole weekend, and Joey ran me through the list, and there were so many of them that I, surprise, stopped listening 5
Sure,
seconds.
that's
and
what
I
you
was like, you talked about the one I wanted to hear. So
P. Jackson 21 says, "Is there going to be a prom stream recap? I can't watch live." No. Fuck you if you don't watch it live.
Damn.
No, it'll be up on Twitch, and obviously I'm sure the Reddit will put it up there too.
Yeah, and we're gonna
The Facebook
probably,
group.
obviously, we'll put any scheduled
We got
events
Facebook.
on our website as well. So kindoffunny.com will have, I'm sure, Joey's updating it with all the prom-related shenanigans, so you guys will be able to find it for sure. This is more just to have some fun and make sure
And
people know
remind
what's
you
happening.
prom's coming up June 30th.
Yes, exactly. And if you guys need another reminder, that's our first thing on housekeeping as well.
Oh.
And if you think that this is gonna serve as that reminder, you're wrong, Buster. You're fucking wrong.
So you're saying it's time to go to housekeeping?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's housekeeping time. Oh.
Housekeeping, you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel is this?
It was perfect, cool, Greg. It was absolutely perfect. Top on housekeeping, of course. If you guys don't want to watch the prom stream, but you do want to come to prom, but you haven't got your ticket yet, kindoffunny.com/tickets, where you go to get that. It is going to be a very, very fun event. We're locking in some really, really cool things and some special surprises for you guys. So that's what that's going to be. I do wish he would have taken that off the screen, though, because now I have to talk about these tickets. Let me tell you
No,
about these
you
tickets.
don't.
You don't
Why
get
do
a
you,
physical ticket.
Why do you do this?
You don't get-
Why do you do this to yourself? Daddy, why? Why do you do this? You don't have to put yourself in a box. Everyone,
I'm literally in a box.
You get so
We're in a
hung up.
box.
All right, cool, everybody. Guess what? The prom thing's still up. Cool, Greg had to go answer
I'm
the
just
door, and now
fucking-
we're
I'm
just
making
chilling
a
out.
joke about it.
You're
I'm making a
not.
joke about it.
You
I'm
were
making
really
a
going
joke
to do
about
it. You were really going
I'm
to do
making a
it.
joke about it. I'm bitter for 2 reasons today.
Lay it on me. I want to get it
forgot.
out of you. I want to suck the poison out of you.
Suck that fucking poison out. One, I got a water, forgot the coffee. And now Kevin's not here. I can't ask Cool Greg to make me a coffee.
Andrea
because-
will.
No, I can't. I'm not comfortable
Andrew, we
with
need
that.
your help.
I'm not comfortable with this.
Nick isn't
Andrea-
comfortable with it, which is rare.
Andrea intimidates me. I don't want to ask her for anything. And now she's coming in the room. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Hi.
Nick is
Hi.
intimidated by you.
Why?
So here's
It's the
thing.
psychological warfare you've been waging against me since day one of the show, probably.
No, we're friends.
I don't know how to deal with this.
Now I've been
I'm
trying
just joking around.
since the start of this show to
Okay.
suck the poison out of Nick. He's in a grumpy mood.
I'm not
trying
in
to
a
bring.
grumpy mood. I'm
trying
just
to help him.
tired.
That's a terrible
And
analogy.
he just started what? Him being in a grumpy mood. That's
I
a
just
fine
want to
thing.
think about you sucking poison out of Nick.
And I suck poison out of Daddy all the time. Now he started listing the
You
problem.
don't. You
Why
don't
he's
do
not
that all the
happy.
time.
All the time. He
That's
started.
never happened.
That's what people call me.
Let's move on. Continue.
Number one on his list so far is, and that's why he's in this mood already, this funk, is that he brought the water, he forgot a coffee,
Yeah.
and he said Kevin's not here for me to ask to get coffee, and I
you
said I
like me to
heard.
make you a
There you go.
coffee?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, sure. What kind of coffee do you
Just
want?
a normal coffee with whatever sort of splash of that vanilla goodness that they have in there.
No sweetener, no sugar.
No, just the
I got you,
quasi-sweet vanilla.
Also, it's
fancy.
National Wine Day, everybody.
We're gonna get
I talked about that the prom stream went
I
from
brought-
0 to 100.
4 bottles of wine to the office.
I'm gonna put it on.
my
I'm
God.
gonna put it on one of you, Joey and Andrea, to contact Jen and let her know that we're doing a prom stream and it's wine day.
I have a
and-
feeling that she already knows. I have a feeling
The
that
wine signal went up.
No,
and
Joe,
it's
wait,
like,
Joe, don't go anywhere. Here's why I'm generally. I got a little story to tell you guys.
Lay it on me.
about last night.
Little story about last. Oh yes,
guys
Joey,
know-
come in.
Joey, get on the shock mic, please.
Okay.
As you guys know, last night we went and saw Solo, a Star Wars story.
Review up right now.
Review up right now on.
Solo. I want to talk about it, but I gotta make your coffee.
Oh no, we'll talk about it in a second. But before we get to that, we're watching previews, right? We had not eaten last night. We made
YouTube.com/kindoffunny for the Solo review.
There you go.
Also in there, we announced the next in review thing. I'm sorry I had to throw it out there.
I love that. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're doing God's work today. You're really pulling your weight today. Some would say you're carrying this show today. We made the executive decision. Everyone left. It was me, Joey, and Andy, which, by the way, is one of my favorite iterations of all.
Yeah, that's
three.
approach
You know
me.
how we all get together? It's like me and you hang out sometimes. That's fun.
Yeah.
On the ride home, move on, and then we do this thing. Well, we were last night, and it was super fun. And I was like, Joe and Andy, do you guys want to get real food, or should we just get movie snacks for dinner? And everyone unanimously is like, we just want movie snacks.
Yeah.
Because we think this movie's going to be bad, and so let's just load up on snacks so we at least have something to
And
do.
remember, this is the first time we're out from the boot of Kevin Coelho,
Right.
who
Yeah.
goes to one of the grossest sushi spots in San Francisco and says it is the best.
It's so good.
I can't get a fireman roll. Why are we making so much fun of
I
him
don't
when
know.
he's not
I
here?
literally, I want you guys to know, I actually pulled him aside yesterday. I was like, are you okay? Because were you on the show? Oh, you weren't
No,
on the show
I was on the
yesterday.
show. You gave it to him? You gave him the
I
business?
gave it to him, and here's how it worked. Here's how the show went yesterday. I, for whatever reason, was just like, let's make fun of Kevin, like we always do. You know, we geek down on everyone, but Kevin always tends to be the person that we focus on because he's just such a lovable character.
He deserves it.
Sometimes he deserves it. What's up, Joe?
Is he a lovable character?
I think he's a lovable character. Well, I'm not. This wasn't meant to pick on Kevin. But what I found utterly despicable about myself yesterday was we drilled into him, and then literally, like 10 seconds later, Joey walks in with a birthday cake, and I'm like, it's his fucking birthday today. I literally saw him be like, do that beat down look like, can we just move on from this joke? And then we sang him happy birthday. And I had to pull him aside yesterday and be like, I'm sorry,
We went
man.
too far.
We
Pickles.
went too far.
Pickles.
We went too far.
Anyways, but I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
so everyone be lovely to Kevin. And actually, while you're at it, wish Kevin a sweet, nasty happy birthday at kind of fun. Wait, Kevin at kind of Kevin Coelho, kind of funny Kevin.
At kind of funny Kevin.
At kind of Kevin.
At kind of Kevin. At Coelho funny.
I digress. So we make the executive decision to go. Jesus Christ, is that a scratch on your phone?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, dude, what do you do with that fucking thing? Let Portillo eat it?
I mean, when I'm doing the blow off it.
Yeah, that's true. You got that Coke. You got to start using softer straws. We make the executive decision to get snacks, right? Everyone gets their snacks. I get a hot dog. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat the hot dog through the bun like I do, and then shed the bun because I'm low carb all day, every day, except for all the popcorn that I ate of yours last night. So what I did was, the previews are starting, and I'm like, I'm fucking starving. I can't wait. Start eating the hot dog. Peeling the bun away as one does, just eating the hot dog. Now, I was holding it in the container all the way up until the last little nub. And I was like, oh, it's the last little nub. Surely I don't need this container anymore. Or napkins. Crumpled it all up, right? Took the last little nub, and I had planned to eat the last little bit of bun because I'm like, fuck it, I just want that taste.
Yeah.
Bite into it, and this just body temperature warm juice squirts out all over onto my arm. And I'm like, oh, that was really embarrassing. I'm glad no one saw that. And I looked over in the corner of my eye, and Joey's like, oh my God. It had shot her right in the eye.
It shot up your arm and into her eye.
I shot warm,
Like between my
wiener
eye
juice
and my
all-
glasses.
Oh my God.
Into my eye.
I was so fucking mortified. I'm like, Joe, I can't. I'm like, I can't.
I had no idea what was happening because
You
I wasn't
got-
paying attention. I didn't know, like I knew that you had a hot dog, but I didn't know that's what you were eating.
It was mortifying.
It was so funny. Once I
I
got
was-
over the initial shock of like, what the fuck
I just saw out of the corner of my eyes it squirted. I saw you go, oh, like it's in my eye. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a story I'm never going to live down.
Yeah. And then
Oh, what
Andy
are you
looks
gonna do?
over because we're like,
Yeah, we're
talking,
goofing around, of course.
And Andy's just like, what's going on? So did you tell him?
I said, and then he started laughing.
That was when you guys were all in hysterics, and Jen's like, "What over there?" And I just go, "I guess Nick's being funny." I assumed you told a joke. I didn't realize you were causing physical hot dog harm to everybody.
Yeah.
No, I was very embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed that often.
Yeah.
As you know on the show.
Of course.
But that one was actually very, very, I was like, oh my God, that's so disgusting. Because it's kind of gross.
Oh, it's
I squirted
super
hot dog
gross.
juice into your eye.
Yeah.
From my mouth.
Yeah.
It's
No.
disgusting.
It's gross. Did some saline wash through my eye. If
No,
I get
I mean, you're not
pink
going to
eye-
get an infection. Thank you so much.
I'm pretty
wasn't
sure I
vanilla, it was
cried
regular
out.
That's totally fine. That's
Because
great.
I was like laughing so hard that I was crying, so I'm pretty sure that flushed out any residual hot
No, you're
dog
gonna be
juice.
fine. I mean, look, if the hot dog juice can go in my stomach, it can go in
It
your
can
eye.
go in your eye. Yeah, that can go anywhere. Don't
Anything
worry
that
about
goes
it.
in your stomach can go in your eyes.
It's a great point. Great call.
Yeah, that's science. That's just how facts and science works. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I need to interrupt you already.
go
I'm
for it.
sorry. I'm sorry. So,
Do
as
it.
you know, Kind of Funny is a garbage truck on fire.
Yeah.
We like to figure things out as we go, right?
Yeah.
Cool, Greg, bring up this next story here. Okay, so yeah, remember my Return to Mizzou video is up. Great, go watch it, please. It's doing really well. I'm super proud of it. It's amazing. I watched the first cut of the vlog. It's great. Maximize this, Cool, Greg, and then go to
good at stuff.
streamtip.com, please. Streamtip.com, of course, what we use for tips on this show.
Yeah.
I saw somebody comment that StreamTip was down. I'm like, well, that's not out of the ordinary, right? That happens. No, show it, Cool, Greg.
Oh, they're just gone.
StreamTip isn't down. StreamTip is just shut down forever. And the way we found out about it is live on the show with a thanks for everything crying smiley man. Why is life gotta be like this all the time?
So we're just not getting tips?
No tips today from Stream Tip. We gotta refigure out a new system to tip.
I'll be right back.
Zyger says, Greg, you didn't get the email? And I can't tell if he's joking or not.
We might have gotten an email, but we have so many different accounts
Yeah.
that I'm sure no one checked it.
I'm
sure it went to the business account maybe, or maybe.
I think I know. I think it's
account.
one of these, maybe. I'm checking.
I mean, listen, we all knew that Stream Tip, the dream that was Stream Tip, couldn't last
Did we?
forever.
Is that something we knew?
I don't know any of these companies stay in business or not, you know?
One day we're just gonna turn
shocked.
on Twitch and it's gonna be it shoots off into black space.
You know, this is my nightmare because I wake up in the middle of the night to shit like this, thinking like, wait, like my nightmare is like one day we're gonna log on to Patreon.com and it's just gonna have a little fucking poorly designed goofy dude, and it's gonna say thanks for everything,
It's
everyone.
Jack Conti.
Yeah,
just
Jack
waving.
Conti, like, hey,
we
didn't work
tried
out.
and it's
we
over.
had one too many fucking fancy lunches, and now
All right,
this,
so I
this whole
have
thing's done.
invoices from Stream Tip here, but I have nothing. I have airs. This is from 2006. Ugh, jeez.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if the business was going under, the last thing they gave a fuck about was emailing us.
Well, I mean,
They
I'm
were
sure it was a
probably like-
blanket thing of like, hey, everything's fucked. Just say, heads up, tomorrow you're
everything's
not going to
fucked.
make money off this thing you used to make money. Meh, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, sorry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't bother tipping today, I guess. And if you do,
Well, no,
it's gonna
instead-
go out into the fucking ethosphere.
Zyger
they
says,
still
Stream
tip?
Tip sent an email saying it was closing like 2 weeks ago. None of our accounts have that.
Where were you on that one, Zyger? We rely on you.
Yeah, Zyger,
as
is it
a-
pretty,
as a
do you think we know what we're fucking doing in this business?
non-employee
Yeah.
of this business, who is here every day to tell us this shit. Oh my god, I love this so much. I'm glad I can bring a little joy into people's
So
lives.
here's the thing, if you want to tip today, go to patreon.com/kindafunny.
Mm-hmm.
If you tip, or if you go there and you support us at the $5 level, first off, you get the audio version of the Game Over Greggy
Yep.
show, and this is for the entire month, obviously. You get any early stuff we put up. We haven't announced the next seasonal show. I almost fucked that up.
Almost.
But if you go there today and you give us a message in Patreon, I'll read your tip that way.
Okay, beautiful. Let's see, what else do we have, mothers?
Who would have thunk?
I don't know, man.
The Stream Tip would pull the rug out from under us.
I love this. So yesterday on the show, Andy and I decided to do a Thelma and Louise pose. Now, a couple things about this. One, I was trying to find a new identity for myself, and I thought, hey, Nelly will be that identity
Yeah,
for myself.
Nelly's great.
So I did dress like Nelly yesterday.
matter what I do.
We issued another challenge to the community out there, another Photoshop challenge, a composite, both myself and Andy, in the famous Thelma and Louise pose.
Yeah, of course.
And let's see what you guys come up with. Here's the first one. Cool, Greg, bring this up. This is great. This is made only better by the fact that you used that horrible picture of Kevin and put him on Chim Chim, which I think is the monkey's name from Speed Racer, if I'm not mistaken.
I would not know.
So thank you to McCoy MRC. Thank you.
McCoy MRC, yeah.
Is that what it is? Great. Now let's bring up this next one. I haven't seen any of these yet. Are we in the car?
Yeah. See, that
Okay.
one's too good.
That's really
it's
good.
so good that you can't even tell it's like something else.
Yeah, it needs to be. That's great, but it's not great.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad you're being honest. Somebody's got to be honest.
This is good, but not great. Because I can't see myself. I see Roger Moore. I think that's Roger Moore or whoever that is, but it's not me. Let's go to the next one. What do we have next? Okay, this is getting better. Thelma and Louise. Garbage truck on fire. Not blown away by these though. Not blown away.
You know, they're trying out there.
What's the next one?
Online stopwatch.
I know there's another one.
While you do that, I'll read this tweet that was just sent to me by Dylan Gerber, who found the email from April 25th.
Yeah.
Starting today, April 25th, 2018, Night Dev, Stream Tip, and Visual Alert tools are considered depreciated and will be shut down on May 25th, 2018. Then, this is the next paragraph.
Yeah.
I think everyone saw this coming. But Stream Tip has been on a decline for usage for a while. We went free and discontinued work on the site in late 2015 due to many reasons. I didn't know any of this.
Did we all
All right,
see
well,
this coming?
now
Was
I
this
gotta
something we
figure.
saw coming?
People in the chat, tell me how to get tips now. I don't even know how to fucking get tips.
Hey, so I don't see another one, but Joey added this.
What? What is this?
Oh, this is good.
Is this good?
Yeah, play this. This is a fun clip right here because you dressed as Nelly.
Yeah.
So they put on Dilemma.
Is this gonna get us claimed?
Let's see.
All right. Greg? Yeah. I would like to be called Nelly from now on. I don't know if you've seen this.
matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, girl, you know I'm crazy over you.
Andy's the best.
All right, well, I'm right here. But
Get
yeah,
off this.
Okay.
Get off this. Andy's really great. He's
Everyone's
actually
saying
probably the best part.
Streamlabs now.
Streamlabs. Jesus Christ.
Also Venmo.
Venmo. You want people just to Venmo a shit. Also, if all else fails, come by the office and just slide $1 into the fucking door. How about that? How does that sound? Oh my God. All this technology, zero understanding of how any of it works.
You know what?
That's my life.
It's great power, great responsibility.
That's fair. All right, Joey had one more of those Thelma and Louise that I thought was really, really good.
But she doesn't have it now.
But she
so
doesn't have
move
it now.
on.
So we're going to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to news, we are sponsored today by both Hims, a wellness brand for men, and Portillo's. This is the last day of the competition of the Portillo's Rhyme Time Challenge from May 2018. As you guys know, we've been talking about this all week. What is it? Well, if you've ever been to Portillo's, they do this cool thing when your order is ready. They rhyme it, right? Number 1, your order is done. Number 2, where are you? Number 4, out the door. Well, they want help making more of those, and we're issuing that challenge to you guys. Whoever can come up with the best rhyme for Portillo's will win the grand prize of roughly $700 worth of a gift card, and the rhymes must be used by employees. They will be used by employees of Portillo's restaurants nationwide.
Or they will be fired.
Or they will be
You
fired.
could cost my mother her job if she
And
doesn't use your rhyme.
Executed. Of course, there is a second and third place prize, and we want all of those winners to come from the Kind of Funny community. Rules right now. We've said the rules before, but Cool Greg will copy and paste the submission form, which has all the official rules, into the chat right now. It is Italian Beef Week. I am an Italian beefy guy, so this all works out very, very, very well. Get in there. Last chance to win. They're going to pick the 3 winners. They're going to narrow it down on the 28th, and the winners and all that will be announced by the 31st. So it's going to be super fun. And thank you to Portillo's for sponsoring us. It just took me changing my name to Nick Scarpino. To mirror the head of marketing over there's name.
Yeah.
Just to get the sponsorship.
That's why you did it, yeah.
That's how much we love Portillo's. So much that I actually put my twin in place over there. That's what we love. All right, let's go into some news, I guess. The news. Top news story comes from yesterday, but it happened after the show, so it counts as a real news story for us. This is an exclusive from The Hollywood Reporter and has, of course, been picked up by every major media outlet. Star Wars, a Boba Fett movie in the works with James Mangold. Not only James Mangold, though, pretty much the creative team behind Logan.
Oh, okay.
James Mangold being the director of Logan.
Sure.
So once we talked about it yesterday in our solo review, or beforehand, you were like, hey, did you see there's a Boba Fett movie? Mr. Yasman300 was like, Boba Fett in the chat. I was like, I'm not excited about that. I woke up this morning, finally read the article. James Mangold directing you have my curiosity.
Sure. Now here's the question though: Will he be directing when this is going to theaters? Is this going to be whoever gets replaced by Ron Howard again? And they always they sign on cool people for these projects all the time, and then there's creative differences and they get washed out.
That's fair, but I believe it's him and Simon Kinberg who also I believe wrote Logan, and if I'm not mistaken, had a lot to do with the first Kingsman movie, which is really good as well. This is a great creative team. These guys could knock this out of the park. I get excited about this. Okay. But then I remember Solo last night. I remember the feeling about 20 minutes into Solo last night. And I think to myself, do I allow myself to get excited for Star Wars again?
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
Really?
No,
You're not going to allow yourself to get excited about Star Wars again?
This is, whatever. I'm over it.
You're over Star Wars.
Until you show me a trailer for Boba Fett that gets my juices flowing, this is dead to me. This is dead to me. Andrea, we're talking about Solo.
Do you want to get her on? You want to get her on this mic?
Yeah. You want to get on the shock mic?
Sure.
Cool.
Just don't touch any metal while you touch it. You'll be fine.
You're fine.
It's not a shock mic. Like it's gonna shock you.
I just call it shock mic because when people
Do I
say
need to
that,
like it a certain distance
you can
away?
take it
Cool,
off
Greg,
and
how's
just
she
hold
sound?
it if you want.
Sound great.
She sounds great.
Wonderful.
So we're just talking about the news of the Boba Fett movie with the guy that did Logan, and I'm like, I don't want to be optimistic about Star Wars anymore. They've broken my heart too many times. You can see our full opinion, by the way, obviously, in our review up on YouTube right now. But when you saw Solo, what did you think?
I thought it was fun.
Really?
Yeah. That chase sequence was really excellent. Had me on the edge of my seat.
Be careful with spoilers. Are we talking about the late chase sequence or the very early one?
The late one.
Okay. Just making sure I understand.
The big one.
Okay.
How big of a fan of Star Wars are you?
I really love the movies. I don't read any of the ancillary
Yeah, no.
literature, comics, books.
Yeah.
I'm not like super hardcore into the canon. So I couldn't tell you if they nailed the canon or if they totally screwed it up. But from an action movie perspective, I thought it was good. I was just talking to Joey about how even though I like Emilia Clarke as an actress and think she's really awesome in Game of Thrones, I didn't quite think this role was a good fit for her.
She was, I thought it didn't work.
I didn't think she was believable in this role.
I think the biggest problem the movie had for me was the two leads just didn't seem like they could cut the muster.
No, they didn't have any chemistry.
They didn't have any chemistry,
Yeah.
which is sad because I thought Woody Harrelson, I thought Paul Bettany, I thought...
Woody, fantastic as always.
I thought they were great. I thought, what's her name from
Thandie
Westworld?
Newton?
Yes,
Yep.
Thandie Newton, awesome. I was like, oh, this is going to be great.
I didn't know she was in this movie. It was such a pleasant surprise.
I mean, I'd seen her in the trailers, but like just seeing her again, you're like, she can carry it. That woman can carry
and
a
once
scene,
again, man, the droid starring role.
L3.
So good.
I thought L3 was good, and I thought the guy with the character with the little alien character that was
Favreau.
on there, the John Favreau character, I thought he did a good job.
Raz
Al Ghul. I
You
think
Ra's
was
al
his
Ghul?
name.
Ra's al
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because there were so many good elements to the movie. I just feel like it just didn't come together the way I wanted it to.
I like that from a nostalgia perspective, you get to have those moments with Han and Chewie that, we've never gotten to really see before. So I think from people who are really into Han as a character and that Han and Chewie dynamic, I thought that was really nice and really well done. And not like ham-fisted in any way. They could have overdone it, and I thought it was nicely done.
Did you like the dude as Han?
At first, I didn't, but by the end of the movie, I was okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I never really got into him as Han. I just still think that was an interesting casting choice that I don't think was necessarily a good one. Trying to sugarcoat this as best as possible. Because I think he's a good actor. I just feel like he never embodied the bravado and the sheer unfounded cockiness that Solo is supposed to have.
Right.
And it's just impossible to do that because that is just Harrison Ford.
Well, but also you have to remember that this is like the beginning of who Han Solo becomes, right? And so like he's got to work up to that bravado.
But I just didn't find him charming in any way, right? He didn't in any point come off as a lovable rogue. He came off as just kind of middle of the road.
He never came off
for
as
me.
a rogue to me.
Yeah.
That was the thing that was hard for me to
He comes off very much as the good guy. And
Right.
She said, no, well, spoilers, not spoilers, whatever.
Well, you know he's a good, he's the hero of this movie.
He's introduced in the Star Wars series as like this
Scoundrel.
smaller, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And like he in this movie, he doesn't feel like a hardened criminal because he's not.
Right.
You know, I think that they just tried to do too many narrative beats too quickly, and they didn't give enough time for each of them to build.
Yeah.
And so it was a little bit unbelievable at the end. That being said, I still had a fun time. I still thought it was good. It was no Rogue One, and I'm not saying that because Gary Whitta is part of the Kind of Funny family and that he's great. I just really enjoyed Rogue One as a story a lot better than I enjoyed Solo.
Yeah, and I can see that. And I think that, but what I liked about both of them, though, is that they both felt that they fit in the Star Wars universe. I think they both felt like Star Wars films. I think they both were, and this is what I liked about Rogue One, and specifically Rogue One, was that it felt like they weren't giving you kitty gloves, right? They weren't giving you a story that was like, hey, this is really skewed toward younger people. This is going to be an intense story. This is, there were reports that came out that it was too dark. They had to recut it and reshoot some stuff because Gareth Edwards wanted this incredibly war vision for this movie. And I like that there were Solo still felt intense, but action packed, and I could see what they were going for. But I do think that it suffered from the two directors parting and then having another director come in kind of in the later in the game in the 11th hour, and I think that it just kind of got muddled somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, it's already the early reports are saying that it's not showing very well and that pre-sales are down and that it's out of all the Star Wars, it's performing the least. And it's that was to be expected.
Somebody has to be.
There was no hype for it, I think.
There's no hype for it. I mean, I think it just...
But we knew we were going to get here, right?
Yeah.
When Disney announced way back when, before Episode 7 release, that they were going to be doing these Star Wars films every other year, we all called it there was going to be Star Wars fatigue, and I think we've hit it.
Yeah.
I think it's not only that, but I think it's also the fact that the trailers were just bad for this movie. Every piece of promotional thing for this just smacks with middle of the road. None of the jokes are going to be too funny. The action sequences they showed the trailers weren't exciting at all. The only thing compelling about the trailers was Lando. when you see him
Yeah.
doing that thing where he's leaning back and he's like, all right, baby. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, I can get into this. I can get into this. But I just feel like, and that was indicative of the movie. Like more often than not, it's very seldom where you get a bad trailer for a really good movie. More often it's the opposite. You get really good trailers cut, which all the good moments, and then you go to the movie, you're like, oh, those are all the good moments.
Yeah, they showed
right?
everything.
When it's a bad trailer, it's probably going to be a pretty bad movie. And I always
Similar to that last Alien.
Covenant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not
Where we
good.
watched all the trailers, like, oh.
I also, and I know a lot of people say that the Suicide Squad trailers are good, but I watched those trailers and I was like, these just aren't hitting for me.
All right, those trailers were awesome. But to be
I didn't-
honest, we
I
got
didn't like 'em.
we got sold a line of
The
bullshit.
I felt like all the
trailers
humor
were
in those fell
fun.
through.
The movie
yeah.
was just
No. You don't even have to bring it up. Don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
We all know what the movie was.
Yeah.
We all know what the movie was.
All right, I should probably like look at the doc or something.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a quiet day for Games Daily, but if you find some stuff, toss it on there.
Well, there might be some Judges Week embargoes that we can talk about.
Okay.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, look into it. Thanks.
No problem.
Desire in the chat says Spider-Man: Homecoming didn't have great trailers. I disagree. It had one kind of bad trailer because it was like weirdly paced. But then it had another trailer that came out where he did the thing where he's like, "I'm not hugging you, I'm just getting the door for you." And it had those great, and then it had the fly through where
Homecoming
it just had great moments.
If I remember,
Jen's coming.
oh, she is coming, of course. There we go. Well, prom stream is now the kind of honey stream.
Hell yeah, I'm into it.
Oh, hey, Jen, Andrea. Tell Jen to bring my wedding ring.
Forgot that already, huh?
There's this Muni driver I like a lot, so I,
Yeah.
like to, I don't want to wear it and break her heart. You know?
I
No,
understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
Jen was yelling at me today because like when I wake up right, first thing I do because I'm a millennial is right on my phone.
Yeah.
I went in there today. I turned on the shower, and then what I like to do is let the shower warm up because
Yeah.
it does this thing where it comes out, it warms up, and then there's always this next cold blast. And then it gets back to where
Yeah,
it should be.
sure.
So I like to get on my phone there. And of course, we put up the solo review. We put up the announcement of the next in-review series. There was all this great stuff, all this great content on my Twitter feed. People breaking out the funny thing I said at the end of the review, all this other jazz. I was having a great time about it. And sure enough, she texts me and she's like, "You've been in there 15 minutes and you're not even in the shower yet. I can hear that you're not in the shower yet. Get in the shower." And I was like, "I'm not." I got in there, I did. But then she was like rushing me. She wanted to get in and do her stuff too.
Yeah.
And so then I didn't put it on. I think I can just wear the ring all the time. I don't like
Yeah.
taking it off.
Why
Do you
can't
take it
you-
off for the shower?
Never.
Yeah, see.
Why would you?
Well, that's what she's been trying to tell me
Well,
to
see,
do.
yours is gold.
Yeah.
I don't know how that material reacts.
Gold's perfect.
This is
You put it in your mouth.
but like gold will chip away a little bit, and will like depending on what you do. So I wouldn't like go lift weights with it for sure.
I don't think you have to worry about that with me.
That's fair, but I mean like biking things like that, you should be fine if you're worried about it. And this is
I'm
one of the
not. She
things
was,
that
apparently.
I've actually thought about doing this lately because I've gotten to the point where I've had a couple scares that I lost my ring because I have to take it off for like jiu-jitsu. I don't take it off when I lift, but I take it off for jiu-jitsu.
Put it
and I
on
always-
put it on your neck like in the movies, and that always means somebody like something horrible happened.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's like I lost them. No, what I do is I put it on my keychain. I just like put it into my keychain.
I definitely want to do that.
Well, you shouldn't do that. 'cause
mine would definitely cut out.
It'll
Yours
definitely
is,
cut out.
yours is uncuttable, right?
This is titanium, and it was like $200. But what I've been thinking about doing lately is one of the actually the guy that owns my jiu-jitsu school started wearing these rings that are rubber.
Silicon.
Yeah, they're silicon.
Yeah.
Silicone. And I'm like, that's awesome. It looks like a real ring. When you feel it, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You can, and he's like, oh yeah, I lose them all the time because I'll just take them off and I just put another one on. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's a
Yeah,
smart
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
And he can like mix colors. So he buys them like these things
that's
like,
cool.
yeah. So I'm like,
Alright.
I might start doing that
Yeah.
because that's kind of a cool thing. But then I also can't do this thing where I spin it like a top.
Yeah, you do like that a lot, I know. You talk about that a lot. Your wife does not like that. You
No,
pointed
hates
out
it. It
repeatedly.
turns out the top spinning noise very annoying to anyone but you.
Oh.
If you're not doing
okay.
it. All right. Let's go into this next news story actually. 'Cause
Remember,
I'm-
Stream Tip is dead.
Long live
Patreon.com/kind
Stream Tip.
of funny. You can send us messages, or you can use bits.
Or you can Venmo Joey $5.
I thought about yelling out Venmo, but then I'm like, I don't want to give the money to. Like, I'm gonna keep the Venmo money if I get the Venmo money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If
I don't
they
wanna- I don't-
Venmo you, you're gonna keep it.
Yeah, I don't want to shout that out.
Why
'cause
wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, I mean, why wouldn't you keep the money? Don't
Yeah.
shout it out.
Well,
But if
I
someone
mean,
gives you
it's-
$5, you keep the $5. You don't tell us
I'm
about
just
it.
saying, like, I don't know. Does Venmo share personal information, or is it just your usernames?
I'm sure it tells people exactly where you live and the length of your phallus.
Do I want that $5 that bad?
You don't. You
Okay.
don't want that $5 that bad. But what we do want, ladies and gentlemen, is an actual faithful movie representation of Frank Herbert's seminal work, Dune. And that's what we're going to get. And we're going to get it from probably, arguably, the best person to bring that to the screen. Denis Villeneuve is not bringing one, but two Dune movies. Will they be amazing? Yes. Will they be faithful representation of what he wrote in his amazing book that is one of my all-time favorite reads? Yes. Will they do well in theaters? No. They probably won't. because they're going to be very long and very drawn out, just like the book was, and just like Blade Runner 2049 was, and it's going to be all the same criticisms that he always gets for all of his movies. But I don't give a fuck.
Who is Denis Villeneuve?
He did Arrival. He did Blade Runner 2049.
Okay.
And he also did the movie with Hugh Jackman that I always forget that is insanely. He also did Sicario, which if you haven't seen the first Sicario,
they're doing a second one now, right?
He's not doing that one.
Oh.
No. I think the writer is doing it though. I think it's the same writer, but he did Sicario, and Sicario is like, his movies are. If I were to teach a class in filmmaking,
sure,
I would do a whole probably month on like how to build tension in movies, and I would show all of his movies because his movies build that slow uphill like grind of tension to the point where by the time you get to the climax, you're white knuckling your fucking seat. They're so good. If you haven't seen Sicario, there's a scene. There's a scene where they're trying to get from Mexico through the border, but they know that there are people back behind them, and it's like this crowded border patrol station. It's fucking. You're just like. The whole time you're like, what the fuck is gonna happen in this? And then when shit goes down. It's fucking great.
So you think? I mean, here's the thing about Dune.
Yeah.
Is that I think. Dune has this undercurrent to it, where there was a girl named Angela I went to high school with who loved Dune, and she tried to describe it to me, and I was like, I don't know what the hell you're saying. And then I was like, I'll never hear about this again, because she read books all the time. You know what I mean? I'll never hear about this again. And then I continue to hear about it. And I know that sci-fi people talk about it all the time. I know that Comic Book Girl 19 does a Dune club or whatever. Yeah. Similar to a Watchmen club or whatever. And she's doing another one of them. I don't know how that works. I don't know what's going on.
There's a lot of Dune books.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a sci-fi series or franchise or whatever you want to say, IP, that has enough of that. I know people I respect like it.
Yeah.
If it comes in, the trailer looks cool and shit. I think it has a shot to be a success.
My one, it definitely has the name recognition. My one critique of this is not the medium I would have chosen for this. When I read Dune, Netflix would have been great. I would have actually preferred that this would have been the next thing that the Game of Thrones people tackled. Because when you read Dune, if you read Dune and then you go and you look at Game of Thrones in that same light, it's very similar. It's very like the way the story is told, the way the characters evolve are beautifully done in both series. I would have loved to have seen this be an ongoing HBO series. That the first season is maybe the first 2 seasons of the first book, and then they can go into the next couple books that he wrote after that. Because it is an epic. It is an epic. And it's so well done. And it spans from like the main character from when he's a kid all the way up until he's like mid-20s and doing all the things they have to do it does on the Spice Planet. It's beautifully done. I'm very excited for it, but I would have preferred this to be like maybe a 4 to 6 season show on HBO.
Okay,
I think it would have been fucking awesome.
But this is a guy you like, right? I mean,
yeah, Danny Villeneuve will knock this out of the park, undeniably. And of course, I forget who did it before. I think it was Fincher did the first Dune movie, the one with Sting and Kyle MacLachlan, and it's just not very good.
Yeah.
And then prior to that, they did this documentary called Jodorowsky's Dune about this Spanish director who in the, I want to say late 70s or early 80s, tried to put a Dune movie together and had all this amazing creative made and brought all these amazing artists, including like Dan O'Bannon, I think was part of it. He brought in a couple other people that were like comic book artists, and he put all this stuff together. Oh, he also brought H.R. Giger.
Okay.
Stick with me. There's a walk, but he brought this weird.
The Geiger counter guy?
No. This is like I think he's German. I want to say he's German artist who drew all these fucking crazy alien-looking things with like fallacies, like you know, all of it's super hypersexual. And if you saw this, you'd be like, that's interesting. That looks oddly familiar. Well, if it looks oddly familiar, it's because he put this amazing creative team together to try to make this movie that was going to be way too expensive. And clearly, any executive that saw the creative brief for it was like, this is genius, but it's going to be a $100 million movie in the 80s, and make zero money. So they all passed on it. But he put this material out into the world, and then slowly but surely, you start to see a movie like, well, I don't know, Alien come out and use this entire creative team and have all of a sudden this guy, this obscure guy this obscure like German artist all of a sudden is the guy that made the Alien, like designed that. And so you see all of those amazing like pieces of art that he did for the original Dune then mirrored in Alien. Like Ridley Scott came in and was just like, we'll just scoop you up for this, and he kind of got
a shaft.
Yeah, he got shafted a little bit.
Kind of like the people from Xerox that we know from
H.R.
Giger,
excuse me, not Geiger. Giger. I think. How do you say that? Is it Geiger or Giger? There's a great documentary about him too. He is a trippy motherfucker.
Can I throw something out while we're talking about our nerdy stuff coming to life?
Yeah.
Cool, Greg. I just tossed a link in the document. I put it in between these stories. So if you go after the one we just did about Dune and before this Bond one, you'll see a link to a tweet. Did you ever read Deadly Class when it was required reading it?
No, but I saw you getting really excited about this.
Yeah, this was cool, Greg. Can you, full screen it, put the volume up, and we'll play this. Sci-Fi is doing the Deadly Class show. Deadly Class, of course, was a Rick Remender book we had read here on required reading on the Kind of Funny Morning show. And whether it's going to be good or bad, who the fuck knows? The Russo brothers are involved as producers.
It's going to be good.
But it's on Sci-Fi, so like, what's the budget? It's an incredibly violent comic. It's not incredibly sexual, but it's sexual, right?
Sexual enough.
This is the trailer for it. I think it looks really good, and above all, I really love who they cast as the headmaster. Cool, Greg, is there a way to show this but not have us be there? Because I don't want us to run over all of it. If not, no big deal. I mean, people can go.
How do we not have a full screen option?
We probably. Okay, then just do what you know. Just do what you know. Toss it back in there. Go full screen on the thing. You're missing. It's San Francisco, 1987, is what it says. And no, you can full screen the trailer. We'll just be down here in the corner, being small. Go ahead, play it. And this is like a weird trailer interview
Marcus,
matchup.
we know what you've done. What if I told you there's a home for people like you? School where you'd be surrounded by your peers. Master the deadly arts.
Fucking Wong! Wong is the headmaster? Hell yeah!
Is one of the more twisted coming-of-age stories we've ever read. It does an amazing job of exploring teenage years and the sense of alienation that you feel. First time we read the book, we were blown away.
The book's so good. If you didn't do it, please
We're
read it.
standing here working on the show.
Fans of the comic book are going to be delighted. Deadly Class is authentic, honest, and brutal. The threats are real.
It's a mix of a lot of different sensibilities, spanning everything from our more intense action work, like in Captain America: Winter Soldier, to like some of our more absurdist sensibilities.
Tomorrow, this could be you, famous.
It's an incredibly poignant story about growing up that everyone can relate to. We're excited. There's nothing like it on television.
Get on. Welcome to King's Dominion.
Cool.
That
sounds fun.
You really, really should read Deadly Class.
I'll read it.
It is a book you'd really dig.
Is it a standalone graphic novel?
No, it's ongoing.
Okay.
But trade one's good enough.
Okay.
Like you could, if you don't like it by the end of trade, I can lend it to you or whatever.
Yeah, I'll borrow from it. It'd be great.
It's one of those I don't know, and I'm definitely just being I was trying to reach for a word there. I was gonna say not betrixt. I'm definitely being glamored.
Amused? Okay.
I'm being glamored by the fact that it looks so much like the comic book, which I love.
That's great,
I don't
though.
see you see that. I don't think you see that as much as I'd like you to see that. And like, I'm really that trailer looks great. I love Wong. I like the performances and the action we just saw. Hopefully it comes together, but who knows?
So I wonder if I should read the book or just watch the show. Because I did this with like Walking Dead, where I was like, I'm gonna try to start reading Walking Dead, then I actually just like the show better than the comic. I'll read the comic first.
I mean, it's 2019. You got a while before you're gonna get there. I think you could read it, enjoy it. Like it's that thing where I'm seeing the characters in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I read it in graphic novel form.
Yeah.
So like I'm seeing people in there like outside of Marcus and a few other people don't remember your name,
Right.
but I know like I think you could watch it or read
Okay.
it and that'd be fun.
Cool. I like your recommendations. I haven't read a graphic novel in a while. I like reading graphic novels because I feel like I've read something.
Yeah.
But like then I feel like a superhuman because I got through it in like an
Super
hour.
fast, yeah,
Super
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Super fun. Next news story, cool, Greg. It's confirmed Danny Boyle will be directing Bond 25. The title's not released yet, but him and his Trainspotting cohort, the guy who wrote Trainspotting with him and has been doing a lot of movies with him over the years. They are the team that is going to tackle the next Bond. And I'll tell you one thing right now, this makes me happy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like Danny Boyle.
You haven't given up on Bond yet.
I've definitely given up on Bond.
Oh, okay.
But I think that this team can bring something new to the franchise, and I'm looking forward to that. Do I think it's still going to be sort of cluttered up and muddled with sort of, the vestiges of old Bond, new Bond? Is it going to be a muddled mess? Probably. But we'll see what they do with it. I like Danny Boyle. And I actually really like Trainspotting too.
You like Daniel Craig too.
I love Daniel Craig.
Okay.
I just am a little put off by how little he wants to do this movie. And that's sad.
Yeah.
You want Bond to come in and bring something new to it, and I just feel like we're getting the last couple Bonds we've gotten with him have just been, all right, I'll get back in the suit, but reluctantly, and that's not fun for me. That's not fun. If you're gonna be Bond, you should be Bond.
Yeah.
Be Bond. It's
be
a great
Bond. Be
opportunity.
Bond.
It made his career, for Christ's sake. So we'll see what happens there. All right, it's 11:46. We can't go into tips, but I'll tell you what we can go into.
Well, no, you can go into tips. You have bits, remember?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
You have bits, and we said...
Does bits still work?
If you want a tip, you can go to patreon.com/kindafunny. If you already support us at the $5 level, or want to support us at the $5 level there, which again would be a tip, you can just message your thing. So here you go.
Go for it.
Tips with bits. Arvel Kernerd.
Cry-eyed, I think.
Cry-eyed?
Yeah.
I know you, Arvel. I just liked one of your posts on Instagram. He used the hashtag kindafunny because he was wearing his Kinda Funny Letterman jacket. I digress. So tips are no longer working, but at least we have the bits. But, spoiler alerts, prices for 5-10 bits have increased the same amount to roughly 11 euros. What the fuck, Twitch? They got you. They got you.
11 euros for 500 bits? Jesus Christ.
Then Throw7 cheered and said, there's not enough liquid consumption on today's show. Where's Tim?
Yeah.
Another great point.
Great point.
Now, as I refresh our messages over here on patreon.com/kindafunny, which keeps the lights on and the mics going, looks like Omega Batman wrote in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Omega Batman says,
what did he do?
Omega Batman here with your top/pledge. Champ, truce for a moment.
Okay.
New show idea. Wrestling style video game show. Monday, Challenger promo. Tuesday, Champ promo. Wednesday, Championship match. Thursday, Winner promo. Next week, same thing, but a #1 contender match instead of a title match. Then repeat. Promos can be short, matches can be short. Would pay money for this easily. Truce has now concluded, you old fogey.
Motherfucker.
He gotcha. He gotcha. He gave you a show idea and then gotcha.
Cool, Greg. Ban him for at least 15 seconds. He isn't. He's like, okay.
Yeah, Cool Greg. He rotated. Cool Greg turned to a computer. That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away from you. I don't care about doing that. I love you, Cool Greg.
Keep your messages coming to patreon.com/kindafunny.
There you go.
We'll keep refreshing and I'll keep reading if I get any more.
Fantastic. While you look into that, I'll read P.S. I love this best friend XOXO today. This is your opportunity to nominate someone and shout out someone in our community you feel is just doing a great job. You go to kindafunny.com/bestfriend and fill out the form. We, I guess, are shouting out the UK Kinda Funny Best Friend group.
Oi, governor!
Oi, governor! They are setting up a community meetup for the PlayStation concert in London next Wednesday. Tickets are sold out, but there are still seats in other areas. Box tickets are still sold out, but there are seats in other areas. They're still solidifying dinner plans before the show. Join the event at, I'm not going to read that, bit.ly/KFuckFriends.
No! KF Kinda Funny, UK friends, not KF fuck.
KFuckFriends.
Friends.
For details. bit.ly/KF UK friends for more details. This sounds fun, and you love seeing this. I wish I could go to this.
Yeah.
I love London. I love the UK.
London's the best.
I love all of our best friends that are there. Everyone that came out the one time I was there, I was like, this is a charming, delightful place to live. And I'm sure there are no problems or no issues or challenges anyone faces in the UK. It's just beautiful. Sometimes I imagine that they all go around when us muggles aren't there and they do magic together. You know? That's what I like to imagine. It's like everyone's like, oh, and everything's super cool, Nick. We love your show. And then they go, Expecto Patronus, and ride off on their fucking cool Patronuses. Yeah. I can't wait till we get to the in-review of the Harry Potter series.
I'm very excited.
Because we'll do that
for
eventually, for sure. There's two that we have to do. We have to do Fast and Furious, and we have to do Harry Potter.
Somebody, I think it was actually Omega Batman in the chat called out, we have to do Batman. Somebody said, one of the people with Batman in their name said,
we don't have to do Batman.
Yeah, we do. All Burton and all...
Schumacher.
Yeah, all of it. I don't.
Batman
It'll be its
and
own
Robin?
thing one day. It'll be its own thing one day.
Joey.
Ignacio Rojas wrote
Joey.
in with a tip to patreon.com/kindafunny because tips are broken at the moment. It says, Andrea better have brought some Chilean wine, aka the best wine in the world. How in the, I think he means who? Who in the office still hasn't watched Your Name? Joey hasn't, Cool Greg hasn't, everybody I think but us.
Yeah, Joe, you haven't watched Your Name yet?
We're the Your Name
No,
people.
because you had it for like 6 months.
Andrea screaming something in the other room. I don't know if it's about your name or Chilean wine.
Andrea, what are you saying? Go.
Coming over.
The pitter patter.
The pitter patter of Andrea.
I said Chilean wine is delicious,
Yeah.
but we live next to wine country, so I wanted to support our local vineyards and brought local wine.
If you couldn't hear that clearly because she's a little bit off the mic, she said fuck Chile. Andrea Renee said fuck Chile.
Yeah, she said we don't understand where Chile is. Is it close to Spain? That's what she said. Is it? No one knows.
No one knows.
how
No one
map
knows. Is it
works.
over? Is it all tucked away up north by New Zealand?
It's
Who knows?
possible. It's possible. Do we have any more
No, that was it.
comments? Okay, cool.
I have to refresh it every time.
Cool, Greg. I left this on there from yesterday. We don't have to go into the story. But in case you didn't know,
New York's running out of
New York
Cheetos?
is running out of all Frito-Lay products.
Why?
Not just Cheetos. Because they fired, they lowered the pay of a bunch of their delivery drivers, and they all quit. And so now, literally, I said yesterday, if you guys want, as a charity event, you buy yourself a bag, buy a bag of Cheetos or Fritos or whatever you want. Find one of your friends that lives on the East Coast, and then send them a video of you eating it because they're stupid and they should live on the West Coast. That's what I said.
Damn! Wow, you're fucking laying people out.
You know how I go: West Coast, Best Coast.
You do. Usually you pick a fight with Central Time. I didn't know we were going after Eastern too.
I go after every time that's not ours, man.
Oh wow, okay.
That's how sports work. That is how sports work.
I saw the gifs and the headlines of you guys wanting all football games to start at noon, but that noon just across. I didn't understand that.
Here's how that conversation went. This was yet another one of those. I can't tell if Kevin's fucking with me.
Sure.
Kevin started getting pissed at us, and Andy and I weren't understanding. It was a breakdown of communication.
Sure.
During which Cool Greg and Kevin both started getting a little heated with us because Andy and I couldn't tell. We were like, I don't understand where the disconnect was here. So what he had missed was the fact that sporting events are live. That is a key component. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
We had talked about how they're broadcast live.
Right.
So Kevin goes, I don't understand why, if it's broadcast noon on the East Coast, why they don't just broadcast it at noon in California. And we were like, that's not how time zones work. If it's on at noon, it has to be on at, no, I'm sorry, if it's on at 1, it has to be on at 10 o'clock here on the West Coast, right? Because we're 3 hours behind.
Sure.
And Kevin's like, yeah, but why don't they just show it at 12? I'm like, because if it's on at 1, this is how time works. And we started
talking about a tape
up.
delay.
He was saying he didn't realize that they have to show them live because they're live events.
Okay.
Because that's how, if it's a tape delay, you can't sell the event for as much to sponsors, right?
Sure.
And then he was like, well, then why don't they just start cater to West Coast time? And I'm like, well, because if there's 3 games a day, and if the last game starts at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock on the West Coast, it's going to start at 11 o'clock on East Coast. You're going to lose all the East Coast viewers. Yeah. So you have to cater to whatever the earliest coast is, right?
Sure.
But he just was missing all those components, and the chat was
on fire,
freaking out.
Gotcha.
They were like, "What don't you get?" It's that one thing where you're like, you just missed that one little thing in the argument that would have clicked it in your brain, and eventually I was like, "No, they're live," and he goes, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
that was it." That's how it works.
More tips from patreon.com/kindafunny. Christian Svenskerberg writes in and says, thanks for a great week of shows. The GOG with Anna Sale was one of the best, and Nick was incredibly good. I agree with all of that. Of course, Anna Sale came by and we did a topic of masculinity in 2018. You can get it over at patreon.com/kindafunny right now for $5 or $10. If you go to the 10 level, you get the video and you get the pre and post show. Post show incredibly good where we talk about having babies. And then, of course, if you want it for free, you can wait till next Friday on youtube.com/kindafunny.
I like Anna's sort of dodge of the question of how it changes your body. She's like, it changes it in so many interesting ways.
When I explained exactly what Jen, my mom, and the world were tweeting about, she's like, well, let's move away from that. Yeah. She's like, I don't know. And then Yaya Ramen writes in and says, check out the Photoshop challenge by @jman_drawings. I'm not gonna. I'll open them up here and let you know if they're good.
That's the one I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. Can we bring this up, please? That's the best one. You are the winner today.
Tossing one on the dock. Cool, Greg. It's underneath the Danny Boyle story.
Not only are you the winner today, but I'm legitimately thinking about changing my Twitter background to that.
That's actually a really good idea.
I really want to do that. So there we go.
You keep going with your show.
Fantastic.
Cool, Greg will bring that up for you.
While we're just bring this up. This is, everyone go over to @jman_drawings and follow this human being because he is amazing.
You should make that your background for sure.
This is gonna be my background for sure. But just it's just gonna crop it, just that our faces in the hands, and then when you click on it, you'll see the full image. But yeah, this is happening today, and I love that. I might steal that and put that on the gram if you're cool with it as well. Let me know. All right, let's go into the giveaway. There are 4 ways to win the giveaway. 1, you can be in the Twitch chat right now, just like, well, it's off. But it doesn't matter. You can be in the Twitch chat right now. You get entered to win. 2,
well, you can be a Twitch. Names. You call it one of their names. They think they won.
I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. Every day they go, I won. I go, no, you didn't fucking win. You didn't win. Okay. 2, you can be a Twitch subscriber to us, and there's a very easy way to do that. If you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. This is your daily reminder. It's very simple. While I'm talking, you could be doing it as we speak. Link that. Give that to us. It's free. We get the money. It keeps the lights on. It's great. If not, please give it to someone in the community that you follow or you think is streaming or you want to support. Just like Teddy Chinaris. Teddy Chinaris is just a little lonely orphan from the city of Seattle. Teddy grew up on the streets just like one Han Solo, right? He was stealing stuff. He's stealing cars. Then he found Twitch. That was his purpose in life. Just like Han found smuggling, Teddy Chinaris found Twitch. And he's been struggling ever since. But he's a pretty boy, and we want to give him some money. But if you're thinking about giving us the money instead, no, give it to us. Because fuck Teddy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
Does Teddy stream on Twitch?
Yeah.
Did he take money on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't give it to him.
Yeah, don't give it to him. I gave mine to him. But then he thanked me, but I just feel like it wasn't enough.
I've heard, we've talked about this. Yeah. He just doesn't seem like he does anything with it. He doesn't thank you.
I don't know. What up, Teddy? Ways 3 and 4. You can support us at patreon.com/kindafunny, where a lot of people are commenting right now, or patreon.com/kindafunnygames at the $2 above level. And let me tell you, if you were a supporter and got to watch the Anna Sale GOG live on Wednesday, it was a really, really good episode. So much so to the point where I'm like, how do we get her back on every week?
She's
to
amazing.
talk about. The way I felt totally comfortable broaching issues that I don't normally like speaking about.
Sure.
Right? Namely, a lot of things that are happening with the hashtag #MeToo movement. What is, like, she asked us to define modern masculinity and telling, and I was like, wow, this is cool. But I felt comfortable, like she was shepherding us through that with her intellect. I felt safe. And I didn't say anything too outrageous, I don't think, to her. And if I did, she certainly didn't let on.
She didn't let on.
She did not let on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the giveaway, of course, today's episode of the Kinda Funny Morning Show is brought to you by Hims, a wellness brand for men. Now, let me tell you, a lot of guys out there suffer from the same thing I suffer from. You think you're going bald. You might be going bald. You notice some thinning. I noticed mine at the age of 25, and I'm not alone. About 66% of males start losing their hair by the age of 35, and that is not a fun situation to have to deal with. That's a hard problem a hard pill to have to swallow, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, once you notice that it's starting to go, it might be a little too late. Well, fear not. Hims has the solution for that. It is a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat hair loss. They will answer a few questions. They will answer any questions you have. You go online, you select the products that you want. If it is a prescription pill like finasteride that they will prescribe for you, you will be connected to a real doctor. You answer some questions and they will prescribe it for you. This is all in the up and up. I've been using finasteride for a very, very long time, and happy to report, still got the glistening mane. You know, my arms are a little smaller, but that's not Hims'
That's
fault.
not that.
No,
It's
that's
just
just
you
because
haven't
I'm
hit the
lazy
gym.
and I haven't gone to the gym. Instead, yesterday I watched Solo and snuck a piece of pizza.
And then you shot a hot dog all over Joey.
I accidentally shot a hot dog all over Joey. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, listeners, get a trial month of Hims for just $5 right now while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/morning show. That is forhims.com/morning show. Forhims.com/morning show. Cool. I want there to be like a thing that I say after that.
We got you.
Yeah, thank you. We got you covered. No, that's too long. Yeah, I like where you were.
We got you.
You had the inspiration. I tried to ride out the inspiration. I drove into the
It's
ground.
okay. We're in the tree of trusted brainstorming.
Thanks, Hims. All right, today's winner. Joey's failed me for the last time. Joey has failed me for the last time. This is what happens 1 out of every 5 days.
The winner is from the Twitch chat.
Give it to me.
Subscriber Drewski_2K.
Oh, Drewski, you finally won. Good for you, buddy. You have won Reverie on PS3/Vita. So congratulations. Hopefully you have one of those old dead systems. Is it fair? What? Is it fair to say?
Fuck you. That's what. I mean, think about it.
I just wanted to mess with you.
Yeah, it worked, and I'm mad now.
Did it work?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
take
all of that anger and rage, take all that emotion, and let's put it right back into the chat. We're gonna go into the old 3 and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Queue up your questions, comments, or compliments. We'll take 3 from people who are the non-subscribers, or the nonnies, as I'm now calling you. And then we will, of course, go into sub-only mode, my favorite mode, and talk to people who deign to give us the money that we so rightfully deserve, or at least you feel like we rightfully deserve. Again, remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to us very easily and very cheaply, or you can give that to someone in the community you think is doing a great job. Nanny says, Ape Vic 2. That's right, baby. Hey Nani, says Spasmgasm440. Why do I start these things? Nick, bring Grabe as your hype man to your next Schmodown match. That may be something we have to do.
I'll never be your hype man.
No.
I'll be your partner.
Hearts on fire. There it is. Get it up. Get it up. God, I gotta work out more. Champ, did you forget to read the YouTube comments yesterday? I know it's difficult losing your memory with old age, but we are here for you today.
Fogey!
I read all of them yesterday. It's just, there's so many people watching the show now because it's so successful on YouTube that it's hard to keep up, but I'm trying, everyone. And I really appreciate all of you. By the way, we're so close to 233,000 subscribers. I think we're like 50 away. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I've never subscribed to these people because it takes way too much energy, it really doesn't. Just subscribe.
What is going on with everything we use for this business? I'm like, why can't I just message Drewski? I click on messages to do it. Messages have been depreciated due to legacy technology. It's like, come on, guys.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm gonna whisper something to you, Joey Noel, and you're not gonna like it one bit.
Don't leave Joey out of this.
Joey, we're falling apart! I try to whisper to Drewski. It says whispers are disabled in pop-out chat.
Throw that fucking thing.
I like
Throw
this
it, I'll go
laptop
with
a
you.
lot.
I'll burn it down with you. Is that a Surface Book?
It is a Surface.
Good for
it's that
you.
Surface small one.
Cool.
Look at that. It's so thin.
Let's
Jen's got
see.
my old one with the detachable screen.
I like that. Does she like it?
She loves it, but now that I use this one, I'm like, oh,
Never again.
This clunky piece of technology. Drewski, I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper and leave it outside. You can come get it.
Cool. Drewski's from Spain, but it's okay. I don't know. Dollar Beal says, I can't wait for the Prime stream today. Yeah. Let's see. Mattman94 says, what's the matter, Nick? Greg's got you pushing too many pencils. He does, actually. I've been actually working way too much to actually go work out, and it's starting to wear on me. Let's see. Ignacio Rojas just says, do it, you coward. And I'm not sure if he's referring to me or you or someone else in the chat, but I'm assuming he's calling me out as a coward. And I'll tell you one thing right now, Ignacio, I'm tired of your BS.
Oh, man.
30
minutes later, I figured out I whispered it to him. It's okay, everybody.
You got it?
Yeah.
You whispered it to him? Yeah. What are you doing back there?
I'm stretching. That took a lot out of me.
Nicole, the Nikolai gang says, Jesus, is whispering allowable still? Question mark. I don't think he whispered like that. What fights are on? Ant-Man says you're watching the UFC fights this Saturday. Who's fighting this Saturday? Let me know.
UFC does like a million things. They're like on Fox and they're on
I know, if
Comcast
it's Fox
Sports
Sports 1 fight,
and
I'm not
bullshit.
doing it. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. It depends on who's fighting. We're all in. Let's go into sub-only mode right now. Let's see. Ignacio Rojas says, fuck you, Nick. Okay, well, you know what?
Wow.
We were cool for a while there, but I'm tired of your BS.
Wow.
But as the bigger man here, Ignacio Rojas, and I do say that, I mean that in every way, I'll call a truce. You and I can be cool again. Deal? Let me know in the comments. But if it's a backhanded compliment like Omega Batman, you're dead to me forever. Drewski_2K, my new favorite. Because he's a winner. You see? You see how that goes?
Yep.
Yeah,
Winner.
he's a
Big time
fucking winner. Let's see. Mystery Yasman 300 says, hey Nick, did you see the trailer for Mark Wahlberg's movie Mile 22, directed by Peter Berg? Yeah, I did. Actually, kind of looks pretty fun. I might see that. I like Mark Wahlberg a lot, as you guys know. He is the best. He's clearly the best actor in Hollywood acting today. Nick, did you take the Star Trek Discovery plunge yet? It's not worth it. CBS All Access trial a breeze through Amazon Prime. If not, it's worth it, excuse me, is what he said. No, I haven't done that yet. But I worry about signing up for all these free trials. It's just too much shit to manage.
Yeah.
I don't care. I did start watching Barry last night. And it's great.
Told you.
Great.
Told ya.
That was an excellent recommendation. Bill Hader, good acting chops, man.
Yeah, right.
Not gonna lie. And that first scene, that scene in like I think it's the second episode where he's like, "Don't pull that gun on me. Don't pull that gun on me." It's fucking
Don't do
awesome.
that. Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Really well done. Really well done. Let's see. Robin_GL says, Nick, you've been to Denmark, so when are you going to come to the best Scandinavian country, Sweden? Man, shots fired. Denmark was pretty great. I don't know if Sweden can come at me with that same heat, but maybe soon, hopefully. My wife's into the Scandinavian countries, so maybe we'll make a repeat trip back there. I think I saw Sweden. If I'm not mistaken, we went to the tip where the castle was, and I think I looked over the bay and saw Sweden.
My city.
So I don't know if that's
by
one.
the
Might have been
bay.
Switzerland. I don't know where. No, Switzerland's closer to Germany. That's in like Europe.
It's where a
That's
lot
not
of
Scandinavia.
people are neutral.
Yeah, that's Swiss. So I think I saw Sweden. So I've kind of been there. And my wife's a really big fan of The Bridge, which I guess is a show that y'all have out there. So let me know. Josh says, have you smoked weed? No, not yet.
Never? I think that's what it means, right?
Yeah, of course I smoked weed.
Okay.
I fucking grew up in Riverside. There was nothing else to do.
Didn't realize you were fucking
All there
king
was,
drug
I
dealer.
mean, I'm experienced in all manners and forms of illicit substances. Except for
AJ
anything
Meadows in
harder
the
to
chat
do.
says, hey, Nick and Greg, I made a special video for you guys and posted on the subreddit. It would make my week if you dudes checked it out. It would make my day if you checked out your YouTube fucking comments, where I already commented on the fucking video.
I'm sorry, Greg. I don't know why I subject you to this every day. You're better than this. You deserve a better audience than the one we give you on a daily basis. But there's nothing we can do about that today. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one hell of a show. Thank you so much for joining me today, Greg.
It was a pleasure up until the end.
Oh,
It was a
sorry.
pleasure up until the end.
Well, maybe your show 5 minutes from now.
And maybe the stream afterwards. Don't
And maybe
forget
the stream
Monster
is
We're doing a
3
prom
hours.
stream after that
2
too.
p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Stay
Wine
tuned.
day.
If this show's your cup of tea, but Kind of Funny Games Daily is not, you can take a break for an hour and then
Fuck
come
you,
back.
no, just leave it on.
No?
Help. Here's the thing. Oh, you don't like it? You're gonna like. Here's the thing I hear a lot. Hey, you know what? After the morning show, I would love to watch Kind of Funny Games Daily, but I have to take my dog to the school, right? It's one of those school dogs.
Let me pause. Let me try to guess. Is it a school for dogs?
No.
Okay. Is it a school where they have a dog come in and it does stuff?
Kind of.
Is it a safety dog? Or does the dog come in and bring people markers?
No, it's like a therapy dog.
Oh, okay, it's a therapy dog.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
actually
Are you
legit.
guys still doing the show?
This is literally the wrap up, but yeah, we're doing it.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't do games daily. We just order pizza.
I mean, I can't do that because of this diet I'm on. I'm already breaking it by the fucking wine. Can I realize my Today Show dream of being Kathy Lee and we can have wine on Games Daily
Oh,
today?
sure, of course, yeah, duh. That's easy. Come on.
The best. Which one do you want? I have 4 choices.
Okay.
We've got Santa Rosa Red Blend.
Okay.
We've got Stag's Leap Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
We've got the Miraval Rosé, which is all the rosé we were drinking at Shutters last
Right.
week. And I've got a Blanc de Noir from Chandon.
I'll take some rosé.
I would like to do the red blend, but if we want to do the rosé and just be a team.
I can open both.
Okay. Okay.
I brought them for selection.
Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm in.
Stag's Leap is pro though.
So good. Didn't know they made a Sauv Blanc. It's delicious. What would you like?
I'm okay. Thank you.
He's
I'm probably
on
gonna
the
go
crazy
for
diets, too.
I'm probably gonna go for a 2018 Diet Coke. I think will be the
fine
vintage.
year,
It's
fine
an
year.
excellent year. I hear the barrels were especially oaky when they made those Diet Cokes. I'm not a big wine guy, but I'll watch you guys drink wine and I'll hang out with you.
Okay.
Can I be that cool
Even
kid?
that's
You
fishy.
can.
I don't think he's going to hang out with us.
I'm definitely gonna hang out with you.
Listen, I'm trying really hard to stop peer pressuring people to drink.
That's great.
You would think I would have learned this because my husband doesn't drink at all.
Really?
But no, he's never
John
had a
doesn't.
single drink in his
Really?
whole life. Yeah, he doesn't drink.
That's why he's so smart. He's never killed a brain cell.
Probably.
Like we have.
But he's also that's why he's not
yeah.
fun. That's also why he's not
Great
fun.
point.
That's
John Drake,
categorically
put him in the
false.
ground. You know what I'm saying?
Most fun.
He's the moon of my stars. I'll be honest with you. He's the wind beneath my wings. He really is. He's my sun and stars.
I was thinking a therapy dog you take to school.
Okay, that makes sense.
But just
Everyone-
leave the fucking thing on so we have more concurrence. Is it that hard?
It's not that hard, ladies and
Is
gentlemen.
it
Thank you so
AJ
much.
Meadows? Check your fucking YouTube comments.
I'm sorry, you're right. I apologize. I'm so embarrassed by AJ. He is a person. You're fired, AJ. I'm sorry. But not really though, because we love you. Thank you so much for all the graphics you've done. And that video was really dope. Greg showed it to me this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, go support AJ. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with Kind of Funny Games Daily. If you're watching this on YouTube right now or listening on iTunes or podcast services, please rate this. Give us a nice high rating so we rank higher. We want people to be exposed to these shenanigans. And of course on YouTube, the word of the day today is blanket. I don't know why. I just feel like wrapping a blanket around myself and going to sleep for a while. Of course, leave a comment on YouTube. I'll answer those in due time. I love you all. Cool, Greg, please cut the feed.